What's up, Spud Nation? Happy Tuesday. We have some more NFL draft grades to hand out today. Picks 26, 27, 28, 29. And we're going to get to it. Do it up big. Y'all know how to get a hold of me. Email craig@thesportscoach.com. Hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, or right on the website, www.thesportscoach.com. All right, let's get rolling. Let's roll the dice here. Kansas City Chiefs pick 26. Let's see where they go. They go Jonathan Baldwin, wide receiver out of Pitt. You know what? I like the pick. A lot of the so-called experts, they didn't like it, but they got a big receiver. He's fast, good hands. I think he's going to be a great addition to this Kansas City Chief team. Line him up with Dwayne Bowe. You've got two big guys, two great receivers. I love it. Great pick by Kansas City. You experts, stuff it. He's going to be a big-time fantasy football player, and he's going to help the Kansas City Chiefs wide receiving core. Great job, Kansas City. You might have stretched, but hey, I love the pick. Great job. Second round, they get Rodney Hudson, lineman, Florida State University, 6'2", 282. He's a guard. High draft picks. You expect these guys to step in, play right away, slide him in at a guard position. Hopefully he does what they expect him to do. Third round, they have two picks. Justin Houston, linebacker out of Georgia, 6'3", 258. They're expecting this guy. He's that linebacker D-end prototype. That's what a lot of teams are going for. They can get around the edges. They can blitz. They can put some heat on the quarterback. Yeah, solid pick for Kansas City right here. And they also get Allen Bailey, a D lineman out of Miami, 6'4", 288, defensive tackle. Fill in the middle, more athletic D tackle. Nice job, Kansas City. Fourth round, Jaleel Brown, defensive back, Colorado. He's not the hero in Colorado. He's not the cornerback everyone talks about, but he's 6'1", 205, 4'5", 40. Big guy, big cornerback. You got to appreciate the big corners. He might not be that lockdown type cornerback, but he's big, he's physical, he'll get in your face, and you know what? Add a little toughness to that Kansas City defense. Fifth round, they go Ricky Stanzi, quarterback, Iowa. Played in the Big Ten, had relative success. You know what? Not a bad backup to have on your squad. And they also get Gabe Miller, outside linebacker / DN prototype guy out of Oregon State, the Beavers. He was a former tight end. My good buddy Sean over there in Oregon, man, he got me the hookup, the scouting report. Former tight end. He had good speed. He's raw. He's a project. But raw talent could turn into greatness. You turn this stuff, you know what? He's learning the position. You get a good coach working with him, teaching him. Raw talent turns into expertise. This guy, who knows, 2-3 years down the road, could be, you know what, looking like a first-round talent. So I don't mind taking a risk like this. Might have been a little early, but they obviously wanted this guy. They went out there. They got him. Sixth round, Jarrell Poe, defensive lineman, Mississippi, 6'2", 320. Space eater. He's going to clog the middle. Big old man. So far Kansas City has focused a ton on defense. Some guys coming from the outside, busting up the corners. Other guys right in the middle clogging it up. Focusing a lot on that defensive line. And in the seventh round, they end it with Shane Bannon, running back, Yale, 6'3", 245. That's got fullback written all over it. Jamal Charles, you got a lead blocker. Enjoy. All right, Kansas City, not a terrible draft. I love the receiver pick. You have some raw talent coming from the edges, some space eaters in the middle. I'm going to give you a C. Yeah, it wasn't sexy from 2 to 7, all those rounds in between. But, you know what? I love your gambling mentality. Great job, Kansas City Chiefs. Off the clock. Pick 27, Baltimore Ravens. Start off taking Jimmy Smith, cornerback, Colorado. I'm in love with this guy. A phenomenal talent on the outside. If his so-called character issues wouldn't have come into play, he'd have been a top 10, top 15 pick. So the Baltimore Ravens get an absolute steal at pick 27. You throw him into their locker room, are you telling me that he's not going to behave? His character issues are still going to be a problem? I don't think so. Ray Lewis will snap him in half if that is the case. Great pick for Baltimore. Just making that defense that much scarier. Great job. Jimmy Smith, you're the man. Second round, they go Torrey Smith, wide receiver out of Maryland, 6'1", 205, 4'4", 40. Wow. Add some speed to that wide receiving core. It's going to help out Anquan Bolden. Get Bolden underneath. Send this dude deep. Voila. Great job, Flacco. Another weapon. And guess what? Flacco vouched for this guy. He wanted this guy, and they went out and got him. It's great that the front office is listening to their quarterback. All right. Jumping to the third round. Ja Reed. Offensive tackle, Central Florida, 6'7", 327. Big boy. Work with him a little bit. He's going to turn into a nice offensive lineman. Fourth round, Tandon Doss, wide receiver, Indiana, 6'3", 200 pounds. Not the fastest guy in the world, but 6'3" frame, you got to appreciate some height. Red zone target, sounds like it. Work with him on his hands. You got yourself a project here in Baltimore. But hey, a nice big threat. I like it. Fifth round, Cheeky Brown, defensive back, Texas, 6 feet, 194, 4.5 speed. You need that speed at the corner position. Another solid pick. Throw him in the mix on defense. They also get Pernell McPhee, D-line, Mississippi State. This guy's a D-end, 6'4", 285. Wow. I like it. They're improving their defense, making their defense deeper. And the Baltimore Ravens, always known for their defense. Sixth round, Tyrod Taylor, quarterback, Virginia Tech. Will he be a quarterback? He's athletic as balls, everybody. He wants to play quarterback in the NFL. Let's see if they keep him there. And Anthony Allen in the seventh round, running back, Georgia Tech, 6 feet, 229. This guy is all power. He pretty much has a target on everyone in the defense, and he wants to hit every single person. He's not going to get brought down by one guy. Two guys maybe, but question mark. He wants a lot of contact. So, all in all, Baltimore, very solid draft. Through and through, helped out their offense a little bit, helped out their defense, made it deeper. B- grade. Great job, Baltimore Ravens. Pick 28. I know the Raiders didn't have a first-round pick. I'm just counting them as pick 28. Oakland Raiders on the clock. Starting off in the second round, they get Steven Wisniewski. He's going to play center out of Penn State, 6'3", 306. Might have been a reach for the Oakland Raiders, but guess what? There is no shock in that at all. Raiders stretching a little bit. You know what? At least they went and got an offensive lineman. The rest of this draft is speed. Speed burners at every position. It's amazing. You know what? I hope some of these pan out. The Raiders are constantly looking for speedy guys that help. Let's see who the next guy is going to be. Third round, they had 2 draft picks. DeMarcus Van Dyke, cornerback out of Miami. Speed, 4'2", 40. He's 6'1", 176 pounds. He is raw. He is a raw player. You work with him. You can't teach his physical attributes. That speed is incredible. Work with him. Get a good cornerback coach in there. They're trying to replace Asamoah. You can't replace a guy like that, but they're going to try. They also get Joseph Barksdale. Here's a big old lineman out of LSU, 6'5", 315, shoring up that offensive line. Fourth round, they had 2 picks. Chimidi Chekwa, 6 feet, 190, a cornerback, 4'4", 40. He's a physical guy. He's at his best when in zone coverage. He likes to react, react to it, use that speed to get to where he needs to go. Not a bad pick here. And they also drafted my boy Taiwan Jones, running back, East Washington. Speed burner galore, catches the ball well out of the backfield. I loved this guy. I hyped him like crazy before the draft. This guy was one of my sleepers in the draft. Guess what? The Raiders love speed, and they got themselves a speed back right here. Taiwan Jones in the 4th round. 5th round, Denarius Moore, wide receiver out of Tennessee, 6 feet, 194 pounds, 4.37. He runs great routes, has great hands. This guy could turn into a major player in the NFL. 5th round, it's a steal for Oakland. Great job, way to find him. 6th round, Richard Gordon, tight end out of Miami, 6'4", 265, and he ran a 4.6 40. This guy's a major project player. A lot of injuries in college. He's a hard worker. Showed up his senior year ready to learn. Came to meetings with a pen and paper, ready to take down notes, become a sponge. He's ready to become a student of the game. I like the risk. Great risk on him. A fast tight end. A big guy. Why not bring him in? It's a 6th round. Roll the dice on him. It could turn out to be a nice piece. And in the 7th round, they get David Osbury, wide receiver, USC, 6'4", 243. This guy was just an average college player. But a big receiver, possession guy, not going to burn you with speed. But all in all, the Raiders, for not having a 1st round pick, they had a pretty stellar draft. I love the risks they took. A lot of speed they drafted. Kind of a stretch for their 1st pick overall. But I'm going to give them a C+. I love the pick of Taiwan Jones. And beyond that, they might have found someone in Denarius Moore at wide receiver. Rolling the dice with Richard Gordon at tight end. A lot of late picks could turn into big-time players. Last team we're going to discuss, pick 29, the Chicago Bears. They come in, they get Gabe Karimi, offensive lineman out of Wisconsin in the 1st round. Surprised Gabe fell this far. But a nice pick for Chicago. Gabe has played in all the elements, playing at Wisconsin. He's playing for Chicago. Not bad. He's used to all the bad weather. He's a big, tough guy. Obviously, Wisconsin Badger linemen are very, very solid. This guy should step in, start right away, and be a nice fit for the Chicago Bears. 2nd round, Stephen Pia. I'm going to go with that. Stephen Pia. Defensive tackle, Oregon State, 6'1", 311. 49 reps at the combine. Just shattered the record. That's 49 reps at 225 pounds. D-tackle, saw a lot of double teams at Oregon State. Everyone scouted him. You know what? They gave him a lot of extra attention, so maybe his success rate will elevate in the NFL. It's weird to say that. Usually in college, that's where you're at your best. Well, this guy might see less double teams and kind of increase his numbers in the NFL. 3rd round, Chris Conte, defensive back, California. Free safety, 6'3", 212 pounds, ran a 4.5 40. Big, solid dude back there. Decent speed for a free safety. Not a bad pick. 5th round, they take Nathan Enderle, quarterback, Idaho, 6'5", 233. This guy got thrown into the mix as a redshirt freshman. Got his butt kicked pretty good, and it slowly became better and better and better, turning in great numbers towards the end of his career. The Chicago Bears, I hope they realized what a puss bag Jay Cutler is. That's why they went out and got this guy, took him in the 5th round. Hopefully he will develop into a quarterback that they can use. Cutler proved that he can't handle injuries. He won't stay in the big game. He let his teammates down. And you know what? He is not the guy who's going to lead them to the Super Bowl over there in Chicago. Cutler, you're not the answer. You're more the problem. And in the 6th round, they got James Thomas, linebacker, West Virginia. Chicago Bears, although they didn't have very many picks, they had a couple decent picks in there. I'm giving them a C. Karimi is an A+. He is a home run hitter. Beyond that, a couple risky picks. A quarterback that not many people have heard of. He's big, but beyond that, we'll see how it pans out. I see Karimi stepping in, getting a starting nod right away. The Oregon State D tackle, he's going to see some playing time right away. All in all, a C grade, very average for the Chicago Bears. There you go, Spud Nation. That's what we got for today. Tomorrow we'll be rounding out the NFL draft. Hopefully you all have enjoyed this, keeping you informed who they picked, what I'm grading them out at, all that fun stuff. Again, you have any questions, comments, concerns, hit me up, Craig@thesportscoach.com, or on the website, Facebook, Twitter, you name it. It's all for you, Spud Nation. Till tomorrow, hope you all have a great night, and I'll check you later.